Marvel's Phase 4 had a very strong beginning as WandaVision got a great reception on Disney+. It was a unique entry, as Marvel took a very innovative sitcom approach to tell the stories of Wanda and Vision. Throughout its run, it built a very strong mystery, and as a result of that, WandaVision lit the internet on fire. People were coming up with several theories every week. That's usually a good thing for these MCU projects. But in the case of WandaVision, the fan theories became sort of a drawback as people actually started to believe that they were true. And when the series subverted fan expectations, many of them were left a bit disappointed. So in a way, the show cut its own throat. But as it turns out, a few fan theories were actually right. For instance, Senior Scratchy was supposed to be a demonic entity, and Doctor Strange did have a role to play in the story initially. There are a few deleted scenes that were revealed later on, and these scenes confirm these theories. But before we get to them, I'd love it if you guys could hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Okay, let's get to the deleted scenes which probably should not have been left out of WandaVision. The Rabbit. There were a bazillion theories about demonic entities like Mephisto, Nightmare, and even Chthon, but none of them appeared in the show. And as it turns out, at least one of these entities was supposed to show up. Director Matt Shakman recently appeared in Kevin Smith's Fat Man Beyond podcast, and he revealed a deleted scene involved the rabbit. Oh no, not this rabbit.
Rabbit is correct and clearly the smartest among you. Rat?
I'm talking about Senior Scratchy.
Who'd care of him? Senior Scratchy just loves the stage.
Shakman said that there was something more planned for Little Mr. Scratch. But they couldn't do it because the finale had so many different chess pieces on the table.
You're Ralph Boner?
Boner.
There was supposed to be a whole sequence where Darcy, Monica, and Ralph meet up with the kids and they're in Agatha's house. They thought that maybe they should steal the Darkhold from the basement because the kids had seen it when they were held hostage by Agatha. So when they went down to the basement to get the book, the rabbit hops up in front of it. Then the kids said, "Senior Scratchy, he's the best." And as they reach over to pet him, he hisses and then turns into this big demon. Now we don't know whether this demon was Mephisto, Chthon, or Nightmare. But the show could have answered the question and satisfied many fans. Shakman confirmed that the scene was shot, but the VFX wasn't finished. It was a great sequence, but it couldn't happen. There were so many references to Mephisto and Nightmare throughout the series. And in the end, all we got was Agatha stating that Wanda had unleashed some powerful entity.
You have no idea what you've unleashed. You're gonna need me.
The anticipation of the fans wasn't paid off. That's why many of them were a bit disappointed. I guess we will get to see this demonic entity in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So let's not be too impatient. Now speaking of Doctor Strange, let's talk about our next deleted scene. Strange's role in WandaVision. Paul Bettany was hyping up a major cameo right from the beginning. Most viewers believed that the cameo had to involve Doctor Strange since WandaVision leads up to his upcoming sequel. Apparently, Strange was supposed to show up in the series. Kevin Feige confirmed that he would have appeared in the finale, but his bit was edited to keep the focus on Wanda. We already had the likes of Monica and Agatha in the show, so adding in a big name like Doctor Strange would have shifted the focus upon him. The commercial breaks we saw throughout the series were going to be his way in. They turned out to be meaningful ads playing between the sitcom episodes of WandaVision. But they weren't properly explained, to be honest. They were left upon our own interpretations. But initially, these commercials were actually planned to be messages from Doctor Strange to Wanda. He was trying to remind her of the life she had outside the Hex. Eric Voss from the New Rockstars gave us a pretty cool breakdown for this deleted scene. He said that every one of the commercials that we saw came at key moments during the episode. The first commercial was of Toastmate 2000.
Toastmate 2000. It's the go-to for clever housewives.
Through this, Strange placed a reminder of the Stark missile that killed her parents during her childhood in Sokovia. The constant beeping of the toaster was a reference to how the missile kept beeping but didn't explode. This commercial is why Wanda suddenly brought up her Sokovian background in the next segment. Then through the second commercial of the Strucker watch, Strange was reminding her of how she got her powers. The third Hydra soak commercial was another nod to the time she spent with Hydra. Lagos paper towels reminded her of the Crossbones explosion incident. It came right after Wanda threatened Hayward. With this commercial, Strange was actually trying to tell her what happened the last time when she tried to hurt people with her chaos magic. Then, the Yo Magic commercial with Strange telling Wanda to use her magic in order to survive. At the end of the episode, Wanda did use her magic to extend the boundaries of her hex. And the final commercial of Nexus antidepressants was about Doctor Strange telling Wanda that she is a Nexus being. This is where we believe that Doctor Strange was supposed to appear. In the commercial, we also heard the line,
"Or depression. You should not take Nexus unless your doctor has cleared you to move on with your life."
So the doctor this lady talks about had to be Doctor Strange. He would have handed over the Nexus pills instead of the regular commercial guy. People would have lost their minds upon seeing Doctor Strange in the show. The scene shouldn't have been deleted because it would have raised the hype for the series even further. The fans wouldn't have been disappointed to see that the special cameo, which was hyped so much by Bettany, was just him appearing as White Vision. Furthermore, these commercials would have been better explained if they were messages from Doctor Strange. The cameo would have told us that Doctor Strange was not sitting ideal while Wanda was torturing an entire town. He was actually watching over Wanda and trying to bring down the Hex in his own way. And I believe that it wouldn't have taken the focus away from Wanda. Rather, it would have connected WandaVision to the Multiverse of Madness in a much better way. Since these Disney Plus shows are supposed to intertwine with the films, none of us would have felt this cameo to be strange. But the removal of Doctor Strange from WandaVision caused rewrites for Doctor Strange 2. And WandaVision subtly teased the return of Scarlet Witch in the next Doctor Strange movie. Therapy. WandaVision used its screen time extremely well. Every minute of the show was used to tell us the story and set up the future of the MCU. But according to director Matt Shakman, the series was initially supposed to have 10 episodes. It was shortened to 9 because of COVID-19. Well, I'd say that we should have had the 10th episode. That would have allowed for several story aspects to get their breathing room. And another deleted scene would have been a part of the show.
No.
The scene which I'm talking about involves Monica Rambeau. WandaVision writer Jack Schaefer explained that there were therapy scenes where Monica would have dealt with the loss of her mother after returning from the blip. These scenes should not have been deleted because they would have made her character stronger. Grief was a major part of the series, so these therapy scenes would have sat well with the theme. Like Wanda, Monica also lost her loved one, and she never even got to say goodbye.
I lost the person closest to me, too. The worst thing I can think of has already happened to me. And I can't change it. I can't undo it. I can't.
Showing how she was dealing with the pain of losing her mother would have allowed the audience to connect with her spiritually. We would have understood why she established a strong connection with Wanda.
You know that, don't you? A town full of civilians and you, a telepath, brought a sword agent into your home.
It wasn't just because Wanda was an enhanced individual. It was because Wanda was also grieving. With these grieving scenes, Monica's journey to become a superhero would have enhanced exponentially. It would have gone from good to great. Okay, that's all for now. Do you think that these scenes shouldn't have been deleted? Let us know in the comments section. Also, I'd request you to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. That's all for now. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!